Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very elder.
Too small.
So nice to wear.
I guess.
Everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Pod LEDOM. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards, or how should I say Tyra Vault backwards?
TLUAV art.
Ah, perfect. Good. Thank you for doing the Lord's work with that, Alexander. My name is JW Crump, and with me is...
I'm Alexander Price.
And me, Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
the whole crew, the same three as always.
Could you imagine listening to this, only this episode, and being like, I wonder who's going to host? You think it's going to be the Arridge 3?
And another original thing you can do is donate to us.
Yeah, you can head to anchor.fm/podleadum and send us some coin. Just like Jeremy. Jeremy is our new anchor.fm Leadum Pod sponsor.
Very nice.
You can donate as little as 99 cents a month to as much as $9.99, which every time, y'all.
Thank you for all those folks, but thank you to all of you, period.
Of course. And that's anchor.fm/podleadum, or click it right in the show notes.
All right. So this is our mailbag episode. We'll be starting cycle 14 next week. Hope you enjoy this. And this is always a fun one for me because it just feels like me, Hannah, and Alexander, we get to strip down the artifice. Just really.
No quotes, no characters.
Oh, who needs
no research.
Yeah. 0 things for Alexander to have to do before recording.
Oh, seriously, are these your own Hawaiian vacation, Alexander?
These are my Shoket vacation episodes.
That explains why you're wearing so many bangles.
Jingle jangle.
You're talking way too loud.
True.
Jingle jangle.
There we go.
You know what's funny? Fun bangle story. Because we're real
break the world, Alexander.
Yeah.
I don't hear enough bangle stories.
So growing up, my mother, and to this day still, wears a lot of bangles.
Really?
So I would always know if she was in the audience of a show because she would be like, just doing, and you could hear the bangles.
Mm-hmm.
But that meant as a child, if I got lost in a store, if I heard bangles equaled mom. So I did that thing that kids do where they just grab on and then look up and they're like, not mom. A lot. If you wore a bangle, you got a hand grab from 4-year-old Alexander.
Just constantly in an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Not mom.
That's like, my mom was never a jewelry person. She loves an earring. That's her thing. She loves an earring, but she was always someone who actually did like I don't know if it's cover girl, but like natural makeup. So she'd always wear makeup, but it would always be just covering the blemishes makeup.
Foundation cover up.
Like if my mom wore like a lip, I'd be like, oh my God, who's going out tonight?
My mom wears literally no makeup ever.
Really? Even growing up?
Nothing. My mom's a hippie.
We've got the full spectrum, y'all.
We do.
Also
drag queen.
Wait. Hannah's mom, it likes it sheer. I like a little more.
And my mom loves full coverage.
My mom also has not aged since
At
she
all.
was a teenager. She is proof of eternal youth.
It's because she's petite.
True. All right, let's get into the first. So I tried to put these in an order, but as always, they are a variety of topics. And we took stuff from Twitter, from email. Again, that's podleadum@gmail.com. Got some DMs when I put out a question for this. Some are discussion topics. Some are just like, did you know? So we'll figure it all out, right? So first one is from Marky. Subject line, this was an email. Subject line, give me that smize cream and cycle 13.
Oh.
Message, hey y'all, let me begin by saying I absolutely love the podcast. I love the unique perspectives you all give in your recaps. Most of all, I admire you all for the hard work you put into the podcast. It truly is a spot of sunshine in my life. I wanted to write in to tell you how much I loved the most recent Smize Cream bonus episode. Where in the world is DJ Splits?
DJ Splits Truther podcast is what we are.
The discussion on the whereabouts of DJ Splits, by the way, as of time of recording, still hasn't done a new post.
July 31st. Where is DJ Splits, Tyra?
Had me cackling on my drive home from work today. Thank God I wasn't still in the office. I can't help but think of that Black Mirror episode with Miley Cyrus. Maybe Tyra and company did the same thing with DJ Splits. Ooh. Joking aside, I'm so excited to start Cycle 13. I watched cycles 10 through 14 in real time. This took place between the ages of 16 to 18 for me. Cycle 13 resonated with me the most for several reasons. First, I'm a very average 5'3" tall, a Sunday of a thing. Second, I was around the same age generation as the contestants. Thirdly, Cycle 13 just has a completely different feel than the other cycles, which I
agreed.
I think we all agree with.
Absolutely.
I noticed that when I watched it the first time that this cycle was on a budget, capital B budget. I don't know if that was a typo, but I love the capital B. It's like the network said, oh, you want to use small girls this season? Here's a small budget to match.
For sure.
This house was decorated with scary mannequins from Old Navy, draped with fabric purchased at Joann Fabrics. Someone had a coupon and jars of candy. What is with A&TM and jars of candy? Also, they had the girls dressed in little burlap rope for the makeover shots. Like, did they have a PA run to Home Depot and buy 20 by 20 100-foot segments, or do they sell rope at Joann's? I don't know. Finally, the quote overseas location. I put overseas in quotes because usually that word implies you're traveling to a foreign country. Not this time.
No.
Granted, Hawaii was a gorgeous location, stellar photo shoots, with the scathing exception of a specific photo shoot.
Which one?
And a somewhat campy but fun runway. And I just like to start out with that because what a great summation, truly, of Cycle 13 from Marky. It's very well done. Thank you for all your kind words.
I hope we met all of your expectations of the season because I feel like I was going check. Check.
Did it? Yes. Yep. I feel very validated.
I also love a Joann Fabrics reference.
I used to love going to Joann's Fabric because I can sew. So I would just get some cheap fabric.
You just called it Joann's Fabric instead of Joann Fabrics. And I think yours is better.
Yep.
Thank you.
Honestly, she has one fabric a day. You buy it or you don't. Oh, you didn't want velour? Joann says, sorry about it.
It brings me back so many memories of looking for Halloween costume butterick patterns in a way that I love. Mm-hmm.
The next one is from Anne Louise. Subject: nutrition facts. Message: conspiracy theory. Do. And they wrote it out, which I appreciate. Part of the reason Smize Cream may be so difficult to get is so that the company does not yet have to provide nutritional labels, and links to the FDA guides for small business nutrition labeling exemption guidance. Are they stalling until they have the recipe solidified, or until they are ready for their customers to be horrified by the calorie count?
You can taste it.
I would say yes and yes.
Stay good, stay round, Anne Louise. Love it. And that was a pretty old email, but it's still relevant, which I think is hilarious. Because at the time of this recording, they just announced their Halloween flavor. And literally every time they announce a new flavor now, the three of us are just like, I cannot believe they now have enough new flavors that we just have to do another episode.
I can't believe how cursed we are that this is going to just become a Smize Cream podcast eventually.
Yeah. On my tombstone, she ate Smize Cream, all of it.
But never brownies, I love you.
But if you dig up that, you got to dig that grave for Hannah Jenkins.
Hannah, when you die, I promise I will exhume you and always just say, dig, baby, dig.
Every Halloween.
two little Smize surprises over your eyes.
One sweet.
My
one
tombstone
heat.
is actually in the shape of a Smize surprise.
Ooh.
Oh, I love. The next one is from Sage. And this is, I think, our last Smize Cream one. I want to get them all up front here. Hi, Hannah, JW, and Alexander. Interesting order to put our names. It's just I'm always last, and it's just interesting to me. I have been listening to Pod LEDOM nonstop for the past 3 months. Thank you for bringing so much joy and laughter into my days. After listening, I remember this email. I love this one. After listening to your recent Smize Cream episode, I had to send over my flavor idea.
Ooh.
Rosemary's Bay Breeze, a pineapple and cranberry flavored ice cream with a white chocolate lime Smize surprise. Alternately, Rosemary's Berry. A strawberry and rosemary ice cream with balsamic Smize surprise. Ooh. Thank you for keeping me company on my drives to and from work and for being the best, roundest ANTM podcast out there. Love, Sage. Thank you so much. And great flavor name.
Love it.
Yeah.
And we could call the full thing, I said Rosemary's
Bay Breeze.
When you order it, you have to be like, I specifically requested Rosemary's Bay Breeze.
And they actually have a Cassandra version that you throw away.
Each Smize surprise is named Mia Farrow.
It's just a clump of hair.
Oh.
JW,
Okay,
before we go on to our next question,
sure,
we have a P.O. box that you can send us gifts. And I just wanted to call out 2 recent fan mail.
We got some mail. We got some mail.
So we got something from Laura, which JW has described as a piece of art. It is working models who are working picture that is
fully gorgeous,
handmade, gorgeous. Thank you so much, Laura. This may get framed and put into my Podleadum office.
Yeah, if Alexander does not frame it, I will steal it the next time I'm there and frame it myself for him.
And Will sent us a Wet Slicks fruit spritzer in the flavor Cool Cocoa Mint Splash.
Well, I wish I could show you the group text that we had when this arrived in the P.O. box.
It smells so overwhelmingly of chocolate.
It's Splash, baby.
It tingles with mint.
You tried it, right, Alexander?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll take another picture and share it. I'm going to take a picture of both these things. They're going to get shared to our socials.
Great.
But this Wet Slicks fruit spritzer is far from virtually sticky free.
On a scale from 1 to 100%, how much is sticky?
3,000%. I put it on my face, my lips. That was
your problem, Alexander.
On your lips.
I went to my husband and I blew at him, and he was like, oh. He could like smell the cocoa mint. And then I was like, oh, you should try it. It tingles. And so I kissed him. I kissed off the entire lip gloss onto his mouth. So I guess it's virtually sticky free if you mean it doesn't stick to your lips.
Yes.
Sure.
So
make the copy work.
Oh my gosh. Laura, Will, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I love so much that not only did you send us a Wet Slicks, but it was one of the weird ones. Makes me so happy.
Was I hoping for Fig Splash? Of course, because
Fig Splash
that
is a myth.
There's no way that exists.
Cool Cocoa Mint, the one we couldn't even find, I think, originally. I don't remember.
The
Baker's
we missed that
Dozen.
Yay!
So you can send us anything to our P.O. box. Not anything. Wait, never mind.
No,
only send things that you can through the mail, please.
Yeah.
And our P.O. box address is on our website, podleadum.com.
Oh my God, guys. You know how you can send potatoes and coconuts in the mail?
Sure.
You can.
Okay. Okay.
I just want someone to do that. But it's good. It's around.
Oh, see, what I want someone to send is just lemons and limes. So many lemons and limes.
I'm holding out for bobbleheads. Bobbleheads of us.
That's when we will die.
Of top model contestants.
We will ascend to heaven if we get bobbleheads.
Oh, yeah. The podcast would end because none of us would be of this world anymore. Too happy. All right. Back to the emails. This one's from Rachel. Subject line, possible discussion topic. New order of our names. Hello, JW, Hannah, and Alexander.
Wow.
So you were first.
Yeah.
Back again.
And I'm a huge fan of the podcast. And you three. Oh. Like many others, I discovered the podcast during quarantine and have been hooked ever since. I've listened to every cycle, sometimes more than once. I've listened to cycle 6 3 times. Yikes. And will continue to do so as the cycles continue. You guys have made working from home so much sweeter, so thank you.
Aww.
I have a possible discussion topic for a future mailbag episode that's right now.
Oh.
If you guys end up doing another, we did. This is kind of random and silly, but I thought y'all's answers could be really fun. if each of you were to have a night out on the town, dinner, drinks, club, which 3 former ANTM contestants would you want to join you? And then after we say it, I'll say who Rachel said theirs was. So this isn't just night out, not modeling ability, just who's a, you guys hate dinners, who can make them great? I hate clubs, who can make them great?
Dinner.
Yeah, I love dinner.
I think dinner is my due.
Iconically hate dinners.
Prizes.
We are all due dinner. It is not a prize.
Yeah.
We all deserve dinner.
Dinner is a right, not a
prize. If you're ever
prize.
a politician, Hannah, that's what you're like. We all deserve dinner. It's a right, not a privilege.
I'd be okay with that platform.
I'm the kind of person who I'm the organizer a lot of times of my group outings. So I personally wouldn't want someone too unreliable. So I don't know if I could go with the Britneys of the world.
Brittany.
But I also don't know if I want to go full JW's gaggle of apologize for
Normies.
basic normcore girls.
Yeah, how horny do you want my answer to be?
I want a full horny Hannah answer.
Yeah, full
for
horny.
Sure.
So
full
clearly
horny.
Joni.
Yeah.
Cycle 3 Nicole.
Sure.
Okay.
Who's my third?
Sounds like you're the third in that.
I know, right? Who needs one more? Are we only talking about cycles we've already discussed?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
if you have an amazing one, it's not like it's spoilery to say a name of a person. While you're thinking, I think London could actually be really fun. I think she would make it fun. And I know that's going against what I just said about my apologize for people, but I love London.
We all love London.
I bet. I actually don't know if I would want to hang out with Allison. I don't know if she'd be fun in this situation.
I think someone should take Kathy out for a night on the town because she'd be so fun.
That's true. Great. Maybe I make a Southern night.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we're gonna go get some barbecue, right? And I'm going with Kathy. I'm going with Jocelyn, right?
Yeah.
And I will add Laura to that, and we will just y'all it up.
Great.
I think that's a fun group. Actually, Jocelyn was very fun. Jocelyn should have been my top pick. What a fun person.
Absolutely. I mean, all the judges enjoyed. Miss J was like, everybody else leave so I could have a date with Jocelyn.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm going to go with full gay icons for mine.
Great.
And that doesn't mean the contestants are gay.
Sure.
Number 1, obviously, Sheena.
Sure.
Number 2, Takara Jones.
Yes.
Great.
Number 3.
Ooh, still thinking. So you've got Sheena and Takara.
Yeah. I want just a loud, fun group.
Natasha.
No.
Brings the chaos.
I mean, Dion. Would Dion be fun?
Yes. Dion can let her no hair knowledge sister watch her baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Again. And so she...
Sam, take Samantha Potter.
No.
Sorry, you should take Dion.
Yeah.
I just
Dion,
the image was so funny in my head.
Dion, Sheena, Takara, Alexander. We're going to have a fun night.
That's fine. Yeah.
Like, I don't even... Oh, you know what? I feel like... I'm going to go cycle 2 Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
To complete my list of women I'm staying in with.
Dinner at home, drinks at home. The club is your bedroom.
Let's move this to the club.
And Rachel basically is Alexander.
Great.
Because she said her 3 would be Sheena, Takara, and Kenya.
Oh,
he is a great choice. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's a fun group that isn't getting fully sloshed.
Yeah, she was like, I think we'd have so much fun, and I'm sure they would spill a little America's Next Top Model tea, too. Looking so forward to your answers. Thanks so much, Rachel from Seattle. And I love that Rachel gave her own Tyron. Seattle. All right, next one is from Wade. Hey, guys, first up, love the podcast. Listen to the latest episode, and you mentioned you didn't have much of an update on Rachel. This is cycle 13, eliminated outside of panel Rachel. A lot of people send us stuff about Rachel. I like the way Wade worded this. It's only minor, but she was in the 2014-2015 music video for a song Firestone by Kygo and Conrad Sewell. Pretty much just her and a guy bumping into each other. Keep up the good work. Cheers. And I know I know what Wade means, but I like the idea that it's literally just them being like, oh, ow, oh no, this bouncy castle's terrible.
From every angle.
The next email is from Sarah. Who knows which?
Which cycle?
Thank you, Sarah. Subject rattlesnake sound. Hi, love your podcast, and like so many of your listeners, it helps me get through the workday. I recently heard you refer to the quote rattlesnake noise they used to punctuate so many seemingly random A&T moments. We call that sassy castanets in my house, and I thought you'd like to know. Thank you so much for the last. And I would even say you could say sastanets.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I like it when people have their own words for things like that. That's so fun. Thank you, Sarah. This one's from Aaron. Subject random notes. I just discovered the podcast and it is hilarious. It's a bit weird listening when we now have so much background info from recent interviews. Just wanted to say that I think it was definitely two different male models in the 1-800 flower shoots.
I just want
everyone to know that once a fucking week, I have to read an email where someone says that.
Alexander, two model truthers unite.
Love that y'all have a theme song now.
Aaron also mentioned that Danielle wore the same shoes in her Snow White and Marionette shoes. So, yeah. Thanks for all the fun. I also want to say, too, because I wanted to open up this email from Aaron, and thank you so much for sending it, Aaron, and being part of the LEDOM Pod Alexander Truther Alliance, that it can be odd when we have these interviews where contestants are so willing to tell their sides of stories and backstage stuff. And people have asked us in a lot of emails, do we watch from anyone, the Mr. J ones, the Oliver Twixt ones, random other ones that they might privately do? We don't. And I'll let Hannah and Alexander explain maybe why they don't, but I'll start by saying I don't do that because I think it would be detrimental to what this podcast is, which is comedy forward. Yeah. Because when you know too much of that other stuff, you can't just watch the show as the show and joke about what the show presents. And I think it would be hard if there's a version of the podcast where it's less comedy focused and it's just recap with sprinkling ins of these truths. And that's just not what we do.
Yeah, I would, from the back end of the podcast production of this show, I very specifically at the very beginning put our podcast in the comedy category, not the TV recap category, because that's a whole thing you have to decide whether you want it. It means which lists you get on, like the rankings and stuff. And maybe was that theoretically detrimental to us at the beginning? Perhaps, because, if you're looking for TV, you might look in that. You might not just type it in. But I really do think that our podcast is comedy forward. And yes, we're recapping a show, but...
And we're talking about sensitive issues here and there for sure.
Yeah, but... kind of like how Mr. J's book kind of really made me sour on Mr. J. And maybe it was just coincidental that was about the time that he started to get real spicy and horrible on set.
Yes.
But and as much as I try to not make that color my viewing of Mr. J,
it does.
It's been hard.
Yeah, we're people. It's impossible not to have those lines bleed.
Yeah, I also don't have a ton of interest in watching very long YouTube videos in general. There's very few things I watch on my computer for a long time. Other than literally, I'm going to nerd out. Other than Critical Role, I don't watch long form stuff on online. And so,
it's just not for you.
It's not for me. And it's just, I like coming to this podcast real fresh.
I feel like our job most of all is to engage with the product of the show and the way the show presents itself and the way it presents its contestants, and taking a critical eye to that, making jokes about it. That's really what it's about for me. So going too much outside the world of the show, and the show is an artifact in and of itself, it's not what I feel like we're really here to do. And I also feel like there are people who are better at that than we are. There are so many options for that. So I feel like you're coming to us for, our relationship with each other, our relationship to the show, and the jokes that we can make about it.
And then if you want more, people have done the work. If you're the kind of person who's like, I love just listening to a 2-hour long interview while I'm cleaning the house, I feel you. And you can. And oftentimes people do spill People are ready to splish splash that tea.
I also think because we are the kind of how we started this podcast was we want to watch a very old show in reality TV's existence.
Ancient in reality TV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And look at it now. It was a show that we watched as young, people. And now what is the show? And I think a lot of those interviews, it's like, well, yeah, that's them now also looking back at their experience.
Sure.
And so it's like,
It's a fair point.
do we need both of those for our show? I don't think so.
Yeah. And to be clear, Aaron, I'm using your email as a jumping off point.
Yeah.
I know that you did not imply any of this. It was just a discussion topic because a lot of people do ask us if we watch those or they say, why don't you watch them before? And I just kind of wanted to use this opportunity to explain why we don't. And I totally get that if you're like, I wish you did, that's not going to change, unfortunately, for the reasons we just explained. And there are luckily other top model podcasts that if you're like, but I want full tea, less laughs, they're there.
Yeah.
We're like a half and half of tea and laughs.
With a laugh forward.
Yeah. Ha ha.
Ah.
But thank you, Aaron. And again, you're Alexander's favorite because you lied about there being 2 male models. The next one's from Ryan. Subject Cycle 13 Aaron. Get ready.
Oh.
I just watched the next episode in preparation for Wednesday, and OMG, I can't wait for y'all to roast Aaron for wanting a dinner as a challenge prize instead of the helicopter trip.
And I love that this is now canon for the two of us so much.
It's so great. And then
if you believe we all deserve dinners.
Dinner is a right. It is not a prize.
I'm excited for what I think is mailbag number 3. I think this is the 3rd one.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah, great. I'm struggling with the top model math, and I just was too, right? I get that. Brittany would be so disappointed. Now, on to my question. Since y'all reference the challenge consistently, by the way, love that show.
Yes.
Who from Top Model would you like to see on the challenge at the time of their cycle? So them in the show.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to pretend that MTV would have allowed crossover from other networks before Vendettas. Personally, I would have loved a rival pair of Jade and Joni. Ooh. And I'm ready for the more forgotten pre-All-Star cycles of 14 and 15 purely because I barely know anything about them. So here's an interesting thing. So if you don't know the challenge, one of the things they do is they theme their teams a lot. So there's Battle of the Exes, season versus season. Vendettas, people who are rivals, and also people who are best friends sometimes. It can be a lot of different things. I think that if we're talking about people who were kind of down for anything and kind of athletic, I would say McKee would probably have been a great person.
Oh, yeah. She wouldn't have given a personality edit, but she would have given strong rookie energy. Send me into the elimination.
Yeah, absolutely. Who are some of our more kind of, I don't know, maybe sports kind of focused people?
You mean Courtney? Courtney, who would break her leg to win gymnastics?
Honestly, they break bones on that show all the time. Wouldn't be surprised.
Jade, okay, to that question, Jade gives full old school challenge, real world road rules challenge.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Marie.
I have not been a regular watcher of the challenge since those days. I got to start doing it again. But I really love the challenge,
good.
but I still recognized it when I was also watching the real world and road rules. But I think it's right there in your subject line. Aaron on the challenge.
You were correct.
She knows how races work.
She knows how races work.
And races is at the end of the show every season.
Mm-hmm. And she's not afraid to get violent.
No, you would run a final with Aaron.
Both in competitions and in the house.
And would be good TV.
Overall, love the podcast. I've been an avid listener since Cycle 6. Have a great day and don't eat the floor candy. From Ryan. Great advice, all.
Yes.
Next one is from Natalie. Subject, mailbag, potential discussion topic, and a story about a girl who can't read. Listen. Get ready, y'all. Hey, y'all. I just finished listening to your most recent episode, Cycle 13, Episode 9, and wanted to share a possibly funny story about why you should let people finish explaining things before you Google. I was sitting in my economics class, yay math, waiting for the class to start and listening to the end of the podcast episode. You were talking about where Brittany is now, and now she does photography. So I decided to look up her website to see the shot she did. However, just as I clicked on one of the albums, y'all mentioned that some of the photos could be not safe for work. Unfortunately, my laptop screen was already full of boob by the time I heard that. And so I just spent the rest of class praying that the people sitting behind me were looking at anything but directly in front of them. Very cool photos, though.
Yeah.
You also mentioned that you were looking at potential mailbag topics, and may I propose to you, ANTM, Cycle 25, All-Stars 2, JW favorites.
What a milk toast season.
Yeah, right.
They're all just so nice to each other.
Essentially, I wanted to know who y'all think would win a cycle composed entirely of the random girls JW chose to say it throughout each season. Off the top of my head, I could think of Shannon, Camille, Crazy Eyes, Christina, Class President Brooke, Stacey Ann, Mathematician Brittany, but there may be, in fact, more. Oh, there are, because we also had a tweet from Bryce recently.
Yes.
And Bryce said, he calls them contestants I apologize for, which is not inaccurate. He mentioned Shannon, Camille, Cycle 3 Christy, Cycle 4 Christina, Cycle 5 Kyle, Cycle 6 Sarah Too Tall Too Mall, Cycle 7 Brooke. Bryce didn't list anything for Cycle 8, Cycle 9 Janet, Cycle 10 Double E Amy, London, and then for Cycle 13 Laura Jen, but I think iconically Brittany is my Cycle 13 girl. And I say that this is Stacey Ann erasure. Luckily, our emailer said that. Yeah, Natalie said that. So we got that in there. And also, I'm going to say this, and I didn't realize this. Cycle 10 was probably my first double because I was like, oh, it's Stacey Ann and Double E Amy.
Yeah.
I had two.
I think Kyle's shoulder bird has a real shot at winning this season.
Absolutely. I was like, who was mine for Cycle 8? And looking back, I think it was probably Cassandra. I really apologized. If we're going for apologize, I was like, she's great. She's amazing.
She doesn't need you, JW, though. She's the most successful one.
No. Cycle 8 Cassandra. The had her own sewn in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Big hair.
Other Cassandra.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I would want to see Camille come back and demand her due from this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could see Sarah not coming back. I could see
too busy.
Too tall, too small, too busy.
Christy's probably first out.
You mean quote unquote Christy?
Yeah. Laura or Lauren or whatever she is. It's kind of funny how a couple of these are all-stars people. Like early on, I was predicting all-stars.
Yeah.
Shannon and Camille. And then I went way off the rails after that. It's really funny. Oh, and Bryce also in the tweet said, predicting it now, JW is going to be apologizing for Jessica in Cycle 14. And I can't imagine that's not true.
That's all I've heard JW talk about. He's like, can't wait for Jessica. Jessica.
Well, because I truly don't remember that much about her, except that she has one of my favorite moments in Top Model history.
So excited to see what that is.
Yeah. So here's some other tweets that we've gotten from people. This is from Mary Buttons, Queen of Sweden.
Ooh, Swedish royalties listening.
I think my favorite part of Pod LEDOM is when they make each other laugh. Best ANTM pod ever.
It's our favorite too.
It's true.
I have cried laughing more this podcast than any of the many comedic things I have done.
Aww.
And it is such a it's true though. It's such like a release. It's so fun to talk about. And sincerely, I have yet to even slightly get bored doing it, which something that you've done for many years. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are also two of my favorite people to make laugh. Like when I really get one, I feel I ride that high for a long time.
Yeah. It has been very nice proving to JW that I am funny. Hannah knew. We had worked together previously on
the island of previously.
Yeah, on the island of previously.
I can't swim, so I was never able to make it.
But I consider JW like one of my funniest friends. So to make my funniest friend and then my most talented friend laugh, it has been a joy for the past 3 years. And
but
for
Hannah. That was an Alexander style joke for you, baby.
And I also love that we've turned into each other. Like we have like shared personalities, especially via Zoom.
I truly think.
Oh my goodness! One day we're gonna turn into one good round blob.
Yeah, the roundest and goodest of all. I do wonder if sometimes because you both have husbands. And I wonder if when all three of us are together in a social setting, which has happened a couple of times more recently now, I wonder if we're just so fucking obnoxious. Like, truly, we just become pod LEDOM, like our own little LEDOM pod of 3 people.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly, my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
Another tweet we got is from Bess, who I believe is a first-time tweeter.
Long-time listener.
Just discovered this podcast. Oh, nope. Just discovered this podcast. And I'm having a blast rewatching and listening. Cycle to Katie, and her wiggling legs have taken up too much space in my brain.
Oh, wiggly legs, Katie.
I will say, this is clearly a new listener, because I feel like a classic LEDOM Pod listener would have said, I am Lash Blast.
But that's
this makes
amazing.
me want a cycle 25 of all the people Alexander hated the most.
I mean, who would win that cycle?
Who would we have? Katie, Lisa.
Oh my God, that's the spectrum too. That's the only cycle Lisa could potentially win, because she's probably the least hated of the hated people, because she was around for so little time. I don't know, for amount
of screen time, she really got it.
Okay, so we have our 3 cycles. JW's basic models, Alexander's most hated, and Hannah's horny cycle.
Hannah's horny hose, Alexander's most hated, JW's basic race.
Oh, don't call it that. Oh, right. The next one's from Allison. Just had to pause the most recent pod LEDOM to come here and say I literally screamed when Alexander said, "What have they been through, Tyra?" in response to "Think about each of the people, what they've been through." Screamed.
I screamed that episode.
You screamed. We all screamed for Egypt. Oh my God. The next one comes as another tweet from Crispy Doodle, although right now they've done that thing where you change it to like a spooky name, so it's Crispy Spookles, which I like. And this is 3 tweets in a row. Finally, on the last episode of Cycle 7 of Pod LEDOM. This was my fave season, but my second fave is coming up. Cycle 8 is wild. Oh my gosh. This is like their real time live tweeting of our podcast. Oh my gosh. This episode dated. They made a Quibi reference and mentioned season 2 of Chrissy's Court. Laughing my ass off. I love it. 2020 was so crazy. We're all going to forget everything. And then the next tweet. I keep getting anxious when I get notifications today, so I just want everyone to know I was making a joke. I love Pod LEDOM and I wasn't dunking on anyone. Let me be clear. Quibi and Chrissy's Court was a time in history that it's so funny. I don't remember the reference
of a Quibi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is so funny how, even though that it does date that particular episode that you're listening to in such a weirdly specific like month of time. It is so funny. And none of us took that as dunking on us at all.
It was
is
so
dated.
funny. I was like, oh my God, we were talking about Quibi.
Can you imagine?
Quibi was really big for a week.
Well, it was also during quarantine.
Yeah.
So it was like, Quibi was like, is Quibi going to save pandemic?
Does Quibi have the vaccine? Maybe if we had all invested in Quibi, it would have been a different timeline.
Wouldn't need these boosters. And the last tweet is from God's Other Child. Hannah, I watched Manhunt as it aired, and if memory serves, you're in for an experience. Can't wait to hear your takes if you can find the whole season.
I'm very excited. I know that there are at least 2 episodes on YouTube, so I will be reporting back.
Guys, I watched the first 5 minutes of this show, so 2 minutes less than Hannah watched.
I had to get to the end of all the intros.
There are so many contestants on this show.
Many.
And this is a preview for our definitely bonus episode for this show. They had all of them getting out of...
like, I did not commit to
I did not commit to a hunt for men. Mm-mm.
They had all of them do the same setup of getting out of pool, adjusting board shorts. Like, that was their intro.
That's how you model as a man. The next, popping back over to email land. This is from William, subject, Brooke. JW. That was the whole first sentence. Just figured you needed to know what just happened. Link to Brooke interview. And then this Brooke interview that y'all read it, email, Twitter was like, there is Brooke content anew. JW must be informed. I had text from personal friends that I have not spoken to in months. So I was like, JW, I heard there's a Brooke interview coming out. Are you okay? Do you need to be held?
So that broke the social taboo of, I've forgotten to text this person.
Oh, yeah. It superseded. Also, if you watch that interview, and this is one I have watched most of, at the end, Eugenia just does a surprise guest spot. And I was like, Eugenia, too? And Eugenia just spends her time talking about how much she liked watching Brooke on the show. And I'm like, well, this is a dream for Pod LEDOM. Mm-hmm. Truly. The next one is from Quinn.
Queen.
And if you don't get that, Quinn, you should watch Daria because your name gets said a lot. Discussion topics. So there's 2, and I love these both. Okay, first one. What is your least favorite cycle, but with your favorite contestants? And I'll say Quinn's answer after we think about it, because I had a little time to think about it. So I'll babble mine out while you get a chance to think. So I think if we're talking least favorite cycle, but with favorite contestants, I'm gonna, and I know this could be unpopular, I'm gonna go cycle 10, because I do think cycle 10, the pre-international, had a lot of cool folks who could have been great, and still had people I like Anya, Doubly, Amy, Stacey Ann, Kat, etc. There were good people there, but there was just so many problems with the cycle and how it was presented and how the winner felt forced upon us that soured. I think all of you could tell if you listen that cycle 10 was the roughest to get through, I think, for us.
Yeah.
But there were some really cool folks in it that I kind of wish got to do other things, like on other cycles.
Yeah, that was definitely going to be my answer, just because it was also the roughest one we've done so far.
Easily.
Are we only, once again, talking about cycles that we've already done?
You can, Hannah, don't limit yourself.
Because Niall DeMarco is one of my favorite all-time ANTM contestants, and I'm not special. That's like for the world.
Sure.
And that is a rough cycle, but he makes it worthwhile.
Sure, absolutely.
I would argue that cycle 24, because JW and I watched that in real time.
I did too.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't watch it with us.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes.
Yes, she absolutely did, Alexander.
I'm so old. My brain is fried.
I believe that's how this idea was born.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Revisionist history.
Hannah hated cycle 24.
No, but I think there are a lot of problems with cycle 24, but I think there were some really good models. I'm even going to say that, like,
I love Christiana.
Yes.
Obviously, but Liberty was also not a bad model that was treated badly.
I know. I can't wait to have to apologize for.
That's who your apology person is.
Oh, man. And I know people are going to come for me because of that, but she was a good model on the show.
But it also had some like stinkery things of like, remember when they tried to gaslight Erin and told her to go home?
Yeah. And then just have a crying moment. I didn't like that at all.
So
I would also, without trying to give too many spoilers, say that cycle 15 is rough as a cycle because there are so many good contestants.
Sure.
Interesting.
And how the way the wealth is spread in that cycle can make it frustrating when there are so many good contestants.
Yeah, who could have dominated other cycles. That makes sense. Quinn's was cycle 9. Painful to watch, but I adored Sarah, Jenna, and Janet. Would have watched a show of just those 3, unfortunately. And then other thing, and this is fun because I think we all can talk about this. I know JW has watched the gamut of VH1 classic reality dating shows. Strange Love, we get Flavor of Love, again, I Love New York, Rock of Love, Daisy of Love, and finally, I Love Money. What are your other favorite reality shows? Competition shows, bizarre concept reality shows, and one of Quinn's other favorites is Wife Swap, which is now on Hulu, apparently. Huh. So I know we all have. Maybe we just name like one or something, but like another one that like is a bizarre reality TV show or concept. And I have mine. I don't know if either of you watched this. Did either of you watch Murder in Small Town X?
No.
Okay, so Murder in Small Town X was this weird genre-bending show where it was a one-person eliminated per episode reality show where they were trying to solve a murder mystery that they had created, and it literally took place all over this one town. But it also was like edited in such a way that if you just jumped into it, you might be like, wait, is this a drama? Like, because they really wanted to bend the what is reality TV and what is just a scripted drama format. And it was really interesting. And unfortunately, the winner, Angel, of it died in the he was a firefighter. This was around 9/11, and literally it happened a week after the finale of the show. So unfortunately, I think now a lot of people could probably find the show and rewatch it. Just be aware that it's unfortunately got that history associated with it. But apparently the town that they filmed the whole thing in erected like a monument to him. Like, so that's, nice. You know, it's again, because the show was the town.
Right.
That's
like the whole town kind of participated.
The town was the 14th character.
Yeah. And I do wonder, I mean, it may have had bad ratings anyway, but I do wonder, you know, is there a world where that show took place at a different period in time and got more seasons? Because I found it fascinating when it was first on. I seriously, I have watched so many reality shows from young age to now. Still watch a ton of reality shows. I will watch most reality shows. I don't tend to watch things like Wife Swap, but I will watch the hell out of a Tabitha takeover. The fact that like Sheer Genius was bad, but it brought us Tabitha Coffee, and she just knows how to run a business. And so I rewatched
Tabitha Takes Over so many times. It's really way harder to find now than like the early, more Wild West days of
I think Bravo is hard to find stuff.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
I appreciated that Tabitha, when she went to a black salon, brought in a co-host for those because she knew she couldn't speak to everything that salon needed help with.
And learned from them. And this learned from the hairdressers who worked in those salons.
Yeah. It was lovely.
I'm also going to pick a one season wonder. And this is something that I think everybody should watch, and I would love to see more seasons of it. There are a lot of TV shows with this name. A one season reality show on Starz called The Chair, which was sort of a spinoff of Project Greenlight. And the concept of the show was that they gave two different filmmakers the same script and the same budget and let them do whatever they wanted with it. And it was sort of a contest in the end.
Zachary Quinto's, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Zachary. Oh, my favorite Zachary Quinto performance ever is in one episode of this show. It's still relevant because one of the two filmmakers is Shane Dawson.
Rooney.
Oh my God. This is all coming back to me.
Who has only gotten more problematic as the years have gone on.
But when we look back at this show, was still garbage.
Oh, always. Has always been garbage. It wasn't a secret.
Yeah.
So you have someone who is really fun to root against and someone who it's fun to root for as well, Anna, our other filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a really interesting document of process, of the different choices people make, of how art gets evaluated in society.
Kind of like what you want work of art to be, but you need like a full season to show just one piece of art.
Yes. I love stuff about process. It's one of the reasons that I love shows about making food so much.
Mm-hmm.
But this was really well done. It also looks gorgeous. I think they gave them a pretty decent budget for the one season because smartly, for a show that's about filmmaking, the filming of the show itself is beautiful.
I would totally rewatch work of art, by the way.
That was almost my answer.
Oh my God. Let me just say, the worst reality show I've ever seen, I think JW can agree to this, is Slag Wars.
Ooh.
It was
right there in the title.
The most terrible. It was hosted by the Cock Destroyers, and it was horrendous. JW and I started
I want to be
watching
clear. It is not horrendous because of sex work.
Not at all.
That is not. This is not.
I know nothing about the show.
It is literally.
Neither did the show.
Yeah, it's just they didn't know exactly what they wanted this to be, and they were on the search for the next Cock Destroyer, which is, as you'll find out, a really nebulous idea.
Yep.
And
it just was one of the most ill-produced shows.
And anytime it came close to having a good conversation about like some LGBTQ stuff and gender issues and other things, it felt like the show was almost hesitant to have real conversations, which is disappointing because there's a part of me that thinks there's a good show underneath the artifice, but they just couldn't get past artifice.
I think it only lasted 4 episodes.
It was also so short. There were like 6 contestants, and I think one episode 2 got eliminated. I was like, what? How long is this?
Yeah, it was how you not do a TV show, as opposed to a great concept of a show, but a bad execution. I don't even remember the title of it. The slasher film reality competition show.
It was like Camp Kill or something.
Yeah. That like I wish someone did better than how they did it.
Because it was funny great. And so stupid.
It was so dumb.
I also wanted to call it very briefly, sort of adjacent to Top Model, because it's the only reason I watched the entire one season of the show. CW's The Starlet.
Oh my God.
I have a story about The Starlet, if I may.
Go.
Please.
I was on a beach vacation with my fraternity brothers, and there was one day where I just wasn't feeling that well. I don't know if I was like hungover, just not feeling it. Everyone else went out to do various different things, and I turned on the TV. The first episode of The Starlet was on, and they were doing a marathon of the whole season, and I watched that whole season in one episode. And the main thing I remember is that there was one episode, the comedy episode,
where they did the Friends scene.
And everyone failed spectacularly. And I sat there like, oh, this is everything to me.
Just any show that can have a judging panel with Faye Dunaway and Vivica Fox.
Yeah. It was wild. It was so wild.
And it felt like it had a budget. And it was just like so poorly executed.
Man, I want to rewatch that now.
Oh, you know what was also good? Okay, we could just do this forever
Scream
now.
Queens?
Scream Queens, thank you very much.
Yeah, also a good show.
Scream Queens, a clip from Scream Queens was the Soup's #1 clip of the year one time.
It was
a girl. Yeah, it was not the winner, but the runner-up going, "My vagina," in one of her acting roles. It was so great. All right, thank you so much. Oh, what a trip down memory lane.
Could literally talk about this for another hour. So thank you for the question.
Yeah. Pushing forward, this one is from a Liz. Hello, Podleadum crew. I'm such a fan of the show and love hearing you break down each episode in all its wildness and hilarity each week. I binged the back catalog of Podleadum during early pandemic, and I'm bummed that I'm finally caught up and have to wait a week between each episode. But your commentary and thoughtful discussions are always so worth it that I can't be too bummed. ANTM was a guilty pleasure back in the day when it was coming out. And for some reason, it's just one of those comfort shows for me. And I love that this podcast provides space for the play-by-play breakdown I've always craved. One time at a Christmas party, a senior leader at my company asked what's one topic I could discuss at length that's unexpected. And I drunkenly said, America's Next Top Model through the lens of racism, misogyny, fat phobia, and socioeconomics.
This podcast?
And I do not think that it was the answer he's prepared for. So here's a fun one. So this is interesting because we teased this email in our last episode. I'm curious what you think about Nicole Fox's win, particularly through the lens of her being 5'7", and technically taller than Cycle 3 winner Eva. I think it's interesting that in the cycle of petite models, the winner was someone who is still considered to be in the plausible, quote unquote, range of heights for models, even if she is on the shorter end of it. I really like Nicole. Think she performed really well during the competition. I understand her win. I just think narratively it's interesting to have someone win the petite cycle who is the tallest contestant on it. It would have been more narratively interesting to see someone shorter win. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this, and if you think it matters at all. I'm 5'11", so no skin in the game, or petite representation, so to speak. But I just think it's interesting and strange when top model sets out to break some sort of standard and then does in the most expected way. Don't get me started on the first plus size winner being a white blonde woman when they clearly have been better plus size contestants in past seasons. It feels like, and she goes on to say that it feels like top model wants to break down barriers and stereotypes, but never really sticks the landing, so to speak. I'm paraphrasing the last of it. And I like this. I like to think of A&TM as cotton candy for my brain, and pod LEDOM gives it so much more substance. Thank you, Liz. But that is interesting, that like their whole thing was, this is for the shorts, petite and short. You got to be tall. And she's not even the shortest winner that's ever been on the show.
I think it's a really good point, especially when you put it side by side with our first plus winner, that you want to talk the talk, but then you basically conform to the notions that are already set out by the industry.
What I find fascinating, because the show doesn't acknowledge this at all, it's not a point, but like they just reinforce. It's just what the actual modeling industry does. But they think that they're breaking a lot of boundaries.
Lot of companies or people who have benefited from the status quo will perform patterns of behavior like this, right? Where they talk a lot about wanting to make changes, but anything that actually threatens the structure and would actually create meaningful change is never something that's really on the table.
Yeah. And I think that's what's a little bit frustrating about the most recent Cycle 24. Huge spoilers for Cycle 24, but at that top 3, no matter how you felt about them, 2 people would have been winners that would have been very different to have won the show. And they went with someone who, I'm not saying she didn't deserve a win, but was like, okay, well, we've seen this before.
Yes.
Completely.
Yeah. And you have 2 folks that, again, no matter how you feel about them and their time on the show, would have been very different and unique for the show. And arguably, one of them could have been our best plus size winner.
Right.
So, it's interesting when that happens. I actually think that Niall DeMarco is one of the few examples of a winner that, not kind of remembering how much it was focused on, but as someone who's part of the deaf community, that wasn't like the theme of the cycle, obviously, or anything like that. But it was kind of nice that it feels like the show actually almost undeniably had to let him win. And for the first time, like actually promoted someone who probably doesn't have as much representation in the modeling industry as, folks with disabilities.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Our next one is from Madeline. Dream Cycle. Hi again. I'm watching All Stars for the redacted time and just got to episode 2 tie-overs. In a talking head, Laura is gushing over bizarre guest appearance Ashley Simpson, and then worries that everyone, I do not remember that at all, then worries that everyone is going to get pixie cuts like Ashley. I've had this thought too. Mass surprise pixie haircut just feels like the right amount of ridiculous for Tyra to pull off. I'm wondering if you guys ever fantasize about themes for an inevitable 25th season. Love to the pod.
I feel like this is not a controversial opinion. I want Cycle 25 to be plus size, hosted by Ashley Graham.
Yes, 100%.
She was a great host. She did host another one cycle reality show, American Beauty Star.
That live finale.
Oh my God. If you have not seen the live finale of American Beauty Star, you have not experienced reality TV.
Messiness at its messy. It's a hard floor candy of a thing.
Hard floor candy Christmas.
Oh, what's a weird idea too? Because I love surprise pixie cuts. It could be fun to have a cycle because All Stars talks a little bit about branding. It could be fun to have a cycle that's all modeling of a very particular style. So they did a high fashion, but why not have one that's all streetwear or all something like that? Or I'll go, you know what? I go
all commercial.
Catalog. Exactly. But it's like, I want Gap. I want Sears. I want that kind of thing. I want every portfolio picture to be like cardigan, jeans.
But if they had to do, like, if they had to work for a specific brand every time, that would actually be fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, here's Abercrombie week. Here's Old Navy week.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I think that could be really interesting, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. There's something really fun about that.
For in the line of Pixie Cut, America's Next Top Bald Model. And it's just everyone gets shaved.
Absolutely. I gotta say, that was always kind of the thing. Maybe I'll change my mind. I don't want to put a storm cloud over future cycles that I barely remember, but the fun of the makeovers and tie-overs, if you will, on the cycles with male models. I'm like, well, they're boring because a lot of times it's just nicer haircut.
Actual haircut.
Once a year, my Facebook on this day reminds me of when I freaked out over the beard weave.
As it should. It's the only reason you should keep Facebook. And here's a couple of DMs to round us out. This one's from Logan. I started watching Canada's Next Top Model, and it's so good. Cycles 2 and 3 are awesome. 1 is probably the worst cycle ever. Don't watch it. By the way, this is just for you, Alexander. By the way, Jay Manuel is on 2 and 3, and at one point goes, quote, "I love a skull theme."
No, he does not.
I'm cackling.
No, he
which
does
is
not.
what Logan said. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Just for you. Straight to your face, Alexander.
To your skull.
Yep. This is from Bree. If you could make your ultimate judging panel out of the regular panels, guest judges, photographers, guests who teach, who would you include? If that's a little too broad, she's like, you can cut that down. And who's someone who wasn't on the show you think would be a good judge or mentor? Love your podcast. You've made my year much brighter. When I finally caught up on back episodes and had to wait for new ones to come out, I was genuinely bummed. Second person to say genuinely bummed, I think. And now my Wednesdays are just a little bit nicer. So thank you. So, I mean, I haven't seen Andre Leon Talley yet. I'm going to say it. I wish, we said this for Petite Cycle. We love her. It's no surprise. I would love a cycle where Anne Choquette was like a permanent judge.
Yeah. She always gave good critique and was looking at it as an editor.
I also think she looked out for the contestants just a little bit more, since her whole deal is empowering young women that actually trying to do it. Yeah.
I mean, I love Ashley Graham as a panelist. I want my panel that I want isn't kooky spooky. It is knows what they're talking about.
Sure. And maybe one flavor person.
Sure.
If you could do drafts and trades on reality judging panels,
yes,
I would totally borrow Elaine Welteroth from the more recent Project Runway seasons.
Sure.
Absolutely. That's an interesting idea. I would love maybe there's one of all the secondary people that we love. So it's Brent Power, Jim DeYonker, Ace Choquette, and Q.
No, what was his name? The crush one that was so good.
Who? What?
The what one?
The one we all crushed on. Hold on. What was his name?
Oh, Eric.
Cycle 2, Eric Nicholson.
Eric Nicholson. So Brent Power, it's all the people that we thought could get it, all the men that could get it. So Brent Power, Eric Nicholson, Jim DeYonker, and
throw in Mike Rosenthal.
Mike Rosenthal is just the house photographer. And it is in Bo Quillian's apartment.
We created the whitest panel of all time with these men. And I don't mean just their actual skin tone, but the flavor of who they are as people. A line dance is going to break out.
From skim to heavy whipping.
And we're just and one woman, Anne Choquette. Oh my gosh. Oh, who is that? Oh man, we found her so funny. There's a couple of people too, like Jessica White. I thought was so fun this last cycle. There's a couple of people like that.
I would also not mind a former contestant's perspective
Yes,
And I think
sure.
with Takara, you get someone who should have won, someone who should have gone farther. You're going to represent the plus size models.
Women
and you
of
know
color.
she's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's a fun idea. If we're thinking like past contestants.
I think Eva, you could put on that show.
She's got a ton of
Eva's
reality
like friends
TV
with Tyra
experience.
too. Yeah. She's like still friend of the show.
Rita Ora, enemy of the show.
I can't wait for us all to love Rita Ora because I know Alexander likes her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you really did that with a full season? What if you brought like Yaya DaCosta back on to do the acting
She hasn't got
episode?
time. She's not got time. She's got
Too
3 shows
successful.
she's on.
I know. But I'm just saying, you could have your guest judges be all past contestants who have become successful in different
And
ways.
if they did do a Psycho 25, that would be fun because that would get a lot of old viewers to watch again.
Especially since people have been rewatching so much during
Because they brought back people. They brought back Allison.
Mm-hmm.
They brought people back like Bianca from Cycle 9.
Multiple times.
Yeah. I don't know why I hit my accent so hard. Bianca.
Bianca.
Because you're Nigel Barker. Bianca.
Yeah.
The anchor.
And here's a great question to end this mailbag episode. And again, thank you to everyone who sent in stuff. Obviously, we can't do every single question, but we really appreciate every single person who takes time out of their day to send us messages and all sorts of things like that. Last one. This was a DM from Dawn. It's D-O-N. I always pronounce it D-A-W.
Down.
I was gonna ask.
Dawn. Your favorite, most memorable episode of Podleadum that you recorded?
Oh.
Interesting question, actually. I think it was in our best of, but one moment that didn't really become one of our recurring bits, but I quote to myself all the time was in Cycle 2, the acting challenge. And y'all being like, I'm Laura. I put my energy into sculpting.
I say it to myself all the time too.
Hannah going, what a rich backstory is something I think all the time when someone gives me a really dull, like one note thing. In my head, I hear Hannah going, what a rich backstory. I put my energy into sculpting.
You don't know me. I'm Laura. I sculpt.
It's like not one that became a recurring joke. Not that all jokes have to, but I was like, that's a moment to me that was really fun. And there was something about that whole episode. I just remember being pretty gleeful from start to finish because it's that weird episode where everyone was snot crying. But
I think for me, and these are outliers, the Wig, the Bitch, and the Meltdown episodes
Oh, sure.
are just very treasured because we did this extra weird thing together and we were constantly texting each other as we were in different places in the book.
I was about to say, I don't know if I remember much about the episode,
Mhm.
but the experience of reading the book is a
Mhm.
treasured memory that I'll think about for the rest of my life. Us just texting each other page numbers with no context.
Page 257.
Oh, us all screaming to each other. That's a really good one.
And I feel like I would be betraying my personal fans if I didn't say the 1-800 flower shoot episode where I was in real time gaslit by my two good friends. Because
Gaslight girl keep getting
that was also when we were in person. So
Mhm.
there was something about me screaming into the ether. There were two different men, and then having to listen to that and edit the episode. Priceless.
Depriceless. That's another one.
Oh, that is another one.
Mhm.
Oh, give me more. You know what? Going back to the last question, I want Deprice on our
panel.
panel.
Only if Jeff
And
gets
Jeff.
to still. I'm Jeff. It's like he's her translator, like how sometimes you get an international destination translator.
If when you look at the moments of really what it's gonna become, for me it's the Jaw Wolf run.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, I think that's one of our better joke runs for sure. I mean, everything about doing the Psycho 6 CoverGirl commercials was such a joy.
Mhm.
Obviously, just the episode. It's probably the best episode of Top Model singularly.
Sure.
You know,
Yes.
there's some competition, but it's definitely up there. And that's really fun. I'll say that in general, I think Cycle by Cycle Audition episodes are really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Finales tend to be the most
worst.
And
they're the most formulaic, and you just want to get there at that point.
Yeah, but audition episodes, there's just also, even the ones we have watched so many times, there are contestants and moments you just don't remember. Mm-hmm. So audition episodes are just chock full of nonsense and also new discoveries.
Yeah,
so I'm always looking forward to it. It really saddens me that Cycle 16 doesn't have one. And I guess, I mean, by definition, All Stars
17.
doesn't.
Yeah. Would love it if they made them audition to come back on All Stars.
Who failed?
Is that why we didn't get one from that one cycle, but 2 from another?
Sorry, Celia. Allison's coming back, not you. But I'll say this: there's so many. I mean, I don't know if the 3 of us could possibly have more inside jokes, but also our inside jokes are celebrated with all of our listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically we should say It's Good, It's Round is our best episode because it's certainly the best. It became the podcast is
that and working models who are working.
Mm-hmm. Our battle cries.
And we have listeners. We have heard you about merch. We have heard
merchandise.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I heard you say March, like the month. And I was like, my birthday, we have. Send that P.O. box, baby.
Listeners, we have heard you about merch. It's something we are discussing internally. So
let us know what you would want. Mm-hmm. If you made it through this, let us know what you would want, because there's some obvious stuff like t-shirts and stuff. I'm the kind of person, I like small merch. I like a pen. I like an enamel pen, something like that. I like a sticker that I can put anywhere I darn well please. Like, I like stuff like that.
We'll all put it in. If you're listening on Spotify, you can vote down below.
Yeah.
We'll give some options.
Shirts, pens, stickers, portfolio
of us.
Yes, just pics of us. What would you wear? And you can also DM us on any of our social medias or send us an email, like what catchphrases, like Good Round and also Working Models Who Are Working are up there. But also there were a lot of people who wanted something like I'm on Sexy Watch. So I totally get.
I still want your math equation on a shirt.
Oh, model is greater than girl, which is greater than nothing. Which is
greater than girl just sitting there.
Girl just sitting there.
Absolutely.
That's the merch I want.
Yeah, just for you personally. So yeah, let us know what that is. We don't want to deny you merch. It's just for all of us, that's a new thing. Mm-hmm. So we want to figure it out together and then charge way too much. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
And if you want to charge way too much, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you, your hot takes, your iced tea. You can reach out to us just like all these people did today at podleadum.com. Send us something at our P.O. box at podleadum.com. You can also find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
You can come say hi to me on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg. And I just want to let you know, for the people whose DMs, emails might not have made it to this show, they are all shared around. Like, we all tell each other and appreciate. We celebrate you in a text chain, and we love all of them. So thank you very much, everybody who reaches out.
It is not a judgment call on your whatever you wrote. Oftentimes it's just we have multiple emails saying similar topics, and so we try to spread around the love and things like that. And you can send me those Twitter DMs or at JW Crump.
Be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum anytime you do, so that I see them, because as we know, I am blind to things that don't say PodLeadum. So for PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And see you on the fashion side of things, JW Crump.
And we'll see you. I guess the fashion side of things is on top.
Oh! PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.